Hello, everybody. We are here to discuss about something very controversial that happened today during the South Africa, not during, before the South Africa West Indies game. I'm joined by Prasenjit Day. Hello, Prasenjit.
Hey Rohit, good to be here.
Yeah, so I'll run you through what happened. We are going to discuss about Quinton de Kock not playing the game against West Indies, refusing to play the game against West Indies, correcting myself. So what happened at the toss is that Themba Bavuma was asked about the changes to the team playing 11, and he mentioned that Riza Hendricks is coming in for Quinton de Kock, at which point Tommy Mbangwa was slightly shocked. He asked the reason for it, like obviously the obvious reason that comes out is injury, but Bauma was clear that Quinton de Kock had pulled out and had made himself unavailable due to personal reasons. It's not difficult to connect dots together. Like 30 minutes before, Cricket South Africa had sent out a tweet which pointed to a statement, media release statement, which said that all players were required to take the knee before every game of South Africa plays in the T20 World Cup. So this is a result of an image that went viral on Twitter around 3 days back when South Africa played their first game. Uh, four players were seen taking the knee from the South African side before the first game, and the rest did not take. That showed kind of disunity, and this was
Within
South Africa trying to address that. So there we have also got a subsequent statement saying that de Kock confirming that de Kock did not want to take a knee and he refused to play in this game because of this. And we are here to speculate, probably address whether de Kock will ever play again for South Africa, which seems a very dim prospect at this moment, given what has happened in the past 1 hour. So, Prasenjit, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't think it was that difficult a thing to do. Even if your views are opposed to then what has been suggested by the CSA, you should De Kock should have taken the knee for it, as it stands for a good cause, and it isn't something that should go against the belief of other people, because racism is a very serious subject in the society right now. So in order to deal with it, people have to unite. And on De Kock's part, to not take a stand against it, to for refusing to take a knee for the cause, that in itself suggests that he is not standing for the cause. So as Kwame Mbangwa said in the com box during the match, so I will just quote him: lack of support for the initiative essentially means lack of support for people of color within the team, in South Africa and in the world as a whole. So, excuse me if I sound political, but I can't shed my skin. That is a pretty strong statement coming from Mbangwa, who has played cricket for Zimbabwe, has been in international cricket for such a long time, and has seen a fair share of racism in the sport as well. So I think I don't know where De Kock's future will lead to from here, because um, this doesn't come out very well from the team's perspective, from CSS perspective, and from the perspective from his perspective as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like that de Kock is from a country which has a history of racism
History.
being a huge issue. Um, it's evident that it's not the right thing to take. And remember, he was captain more less than 1 year back of the South African team to lead a team uh, when he's playing with members who are black, who are for this movement, and he's not ready to do this. Is I can't imagine being de Kock's teammate. I mean, being somebody like Themba Bavuma or somebody who's black or colored in that team and having to play with somebody who's refusing to do this, which is, after all, for something that is a global cause, and it's not going against any of, like, I can't see it going against any belief that de Kock holds on a personal front, whatever that is. So it's disappointing, as you know, I'm a South African fan too. So it's hugely disappointing to know that de Kock has refused to do this. And see, I'm not supporting Cricket South Africa here. It's, see, if Cricket South Africa wanted to, like, do this upfront, they should have been, they should have communicated to the players. They should have had like a meeting, a discussion of sorts, know that which players are not again, like, not willing to do this, why they are against this, come to an understanding, and then bring out a statement like this. To bring out a statement 4-3, like I'm told, the players knew about it 5 hours before the game. To just tell them 5 hours before a game, a World Cup game, telling them over an email, over a telephone call, that you're not supposed, like, you're expected to take a knee. Everybody is expected to take a knee before the game. That is, that is not right. Like, it should have been discussed. It should have been something discussed. I understand why this was taken all of a sudden, because of how it appeared in front of the mass people, because of that tweet, because of many tweets that went viral actually. So but it's something to be done. Like, it's something to be discussed with the players. It's not something to be taken momentarily, a decision just taken out of the blue. So I think overall it paints a very bleak picture for South African cricket, and I'm not even going to the cricketing aspect of it. That is completely different. The loss of Quinton de Kock is, huge for South Africa in this World Cup, but that is completely different. That is a totally different thing. Right now, we are discussing about what it could mean for de Kock's career as such. Because he has taken something like this, it could get really tricky for him. You think?
Yeah, I think so, because this is not something that he has other people standing with him. I don't think any other person or any other teammate of his is going to take a stand with him in this cause, because, as I said, racism is a serious subject around the world. It was before, it is now, and we can only hope for the world to become a better place in the future. So if these teams don't have unity within themselves, then it is going to be very difficult for people as well as the players who are in the sport, say any kind of sport. But for de Kock, I'm not sure if he'll be allowed to play anymore in this T20 World Cup event. Forget even about his future. I am just concerned about the near future, and I don't see him playing in the T20 World Cup over this issue.
Same. I also don't think de Kock is going to play this T20 World Cup at the very least. I am seriously unsure if he's going to play for South Africa again, because this is huge for South African cricket. They are if you haven't been following South African cricket closely, there are SJN hearings going on where South Africa's head coach Mark Boucher and director of Cricket South Africa Graeme Smith have been accused of racial discrimination during their playing days by players who were teammates with them: Paul Adams, Mackay Anthony, Lonwabo Sotsobe, so many players. So these are Boucher has even apologized for it. He continues to be head coach, which in itself is, very, very controversial from Cricket South Africa. And the fact that South Africa are trying to distance themselves from this issue, trying to, move ahead and meet their transformation targets, which are compulsory for South African sporting teams. They are supposed to have 6 colored players, of which 2 are black, over a period of 1 year across formats. And South Africa have not met that in the last 2 years. There are serious implications. They were not allowed to apply to be hosts for a world event at the ICC because of this by the political parties. So um, there are serious implications for this if they do not meet it again. The transformation targets are again, the directive is that it is going to be moved to 7 colored players by 2023. So it's only going to increase. Like, these transformation targets are not a bad thing as such. Like, it's just the way it has been implemented that is controversial. Around 90%, more than 90% of South Africa's population is black or colored, and if they have built a team like this with nearly 12-15% of that population, it shows how good they could be if transformation does take place in a very gradual form. But right now it is aggressive transformation. It's not going well with the players. It's not going well with the fans. And I don't think South Africa played their best 11 in ages. What is their best 11? Like, their best 11 is definitely not on the park. Right now, it's not on the park. it's not been on the park for more than 5 years at least, at
Oh,
the
for a
very
while,
least.
yeah.
Yeah. So all this paints a very bleak picture for De Kock because South Africa trying to distance themselves from it. And honestly speaking, it's very difficult to see De Kock playing again in this T20 World Cup. The Cricket South Africa statement that came about 1 hour back discussed that De Kock refused to take the knee, and they will consider next steps after receiving report from the management. So we could possibly see De Kock being sent back, and a different player replacing him in the World Cup squad. But I think there'll be more discussions around this, and we could see his whole career in jeopardy. There are South African players who have been going around playing T20 leagues. We could see De Kock doing the same. I don't see a future, at least not a good future for him in South African cricket again. So with that, we'll bring our video to a close. We'll hope that we'll get more insights into this issue in the next few hours. Do keep following our Facebook page for updates. Thanks. Thanks, President.
Thanks.
Bye.